Hey everybody, welcome to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard broadcast. I'm Atlas.
I'm
I'm root beer.
I'm in the wrong place. I need to be over here. Fantastic. How's everybody doing?
I exist.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Is
about
that
yourself?
us ever?
What do you
Like, we're always in kind of a bad mood.
mean?
One of us at least is always kind of in a bad mood.
That's life, man. That we're adults now. That's just how it is.
And we've been doing this since we've been adults, I say in my UC Riverside t-shirt.
Being a college student is not an adult. First off.
True, but at the very least, it's like I've learned how to regulate my adolescent emotions by that point.
Okay.
Like, it's
I don't know that that's true.
You don't have the same like responsibilities or daily bullshit.
correct, but also this is the comparison I'm thinking of. It's like a piece of chicken where the outside looks like it's cooked, and then it's pink on the inside. That's your frontal lobe in college. Am I close?
I don't know. Could be. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about this.
I don't know. I have all this swag. Like I bought an alumni shirt before I left, and then it died like a year ago. And both schools that I teach at are like, on Fridays you should wear college swag to like encourage the students. I'm like, do we talk about going to college? Nope, just wear college swag. I can do that.
That'll learn them.
Yeah, and then one of my sophomores today was like, college is a scam. And I'm like,
I mean, I
You're half right.
I can see the argument.
yeah.
They have to argue it, but like, there's an argument. I think there's an argument to be made.
I think for that particular kid where she's just kind of like, I'm not reading, I'm not doing anything unless I have to.
Oh, well, no, then that's a poor argument. It's not because I think calling college a scam because you don't want to do any of the work involved is not a fair argument.
Agreed.
But I think you should read anyway, even if you don't want to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Not that anybody does that anymore, but imagine.
Of course. I know there's that meme going around where it's like people not fantasizing, nostalgia-izing about 2016, which is interesting. My take on it is that 2016 was good until like October. And then it kind of went off the rails, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Sorry, go ahead.
I think there is probably just like, it would be nice if the world could go back to like pre-COVID.
That'd be nice.
What were you going to say, Matt?
I think this nostalgia people have for like 2015 is insane.
That's true. Go off, Kane. You're older than us. You
like occasionally you see these just like AI slop videos of like, this is what life was like in 2012, and you're like, this is not it.
Yeah, like
this
is this working on people? Like 2012 is recent memory still.
Get a hold of yourself. Like, holy shit.
Like, yeah, I'm sure you'd love to be a 12-year-old with no responsibilities again.
That's exactly it. And that's exactly it. It's exactly it. They have fond memories of, being 9 or some shit, or, maybe 15, and not knowing shit about what goes on, and then being like, wow, that was so great. I want to go back to that. And these videos are like, please, just fucking, I don't know.
It's like the discourse about SNL the last good SNL cast was blank, right? And the last good SNL cast was when you were in high school. That's it. Like, when you found that sort of humor the funniest.
Yeah.
Was when it was good.
I think this kind of like weird nostalgia. Also, like it's a time we cannot return to. Like you can't. Like that's not how time works.
Mhm.
So it kind of like it's almost like a tranquilizer for some people, where they're just like, "Damn, we'll never get back to that. So what's the point?"
I mean,
like back to what?
I think like nostalgia is more broad and less about personal experiences. Like there's a difference between here's a photo album of stuff that was going on in that year. I just made Katie a photo album for our anniversary. Versus some like pictures or a listicle about like all the cool shit that was going on in this year. And it's not about your experiences. It's like the zeitgeist of that time. And it's almost always like never quite as good. I remember I do this bit on stage a lot, but I remember a friend of mine wanting to do like a decades party. I'm like, what are we doing? Like the 70s, the 50s? What's the thing? He's like, I want to do the 2000s. I'm like, no, we were all live during that. That's not fun. The point of decades parties is like you get to wear clothing and experience an aesthetic you weren't like alive for. And for that sort of thing, it was like I don't want to go back to the 2000s. I was going through puberty and my parents were divorcing. Fuck that shit. It's not fun.
This nostalgia, this kind of like this particular brand of nostalgia is very, very bizarre. Mm-hmm. Not uncommon. I mean, we've done this a million times before with like,
of course,
people just have, we go through these cycles, but normally the cycles are like fairly long, like 20 or 30 years. This is like, now we have like this weird, like 10-year nostalgia cycle, which feels like insane to me.
We don't have the attention span for a 20-year cycle anymore.
You're so right. You're so
yeah.
right.
Like nostalgia there's a movie called The Roaring 20s that was made in the 1940s. And that was a nostalgia wave for the 1920s, right?
Yep.
And you had kids like last year, a couple of years ago, dressing in sort of like early 2000s stuff. And yeah, now this is 10 years ago. Why?
I don't know. The AI videos are particularly horrifying because they're basically like, you should return to this time. And you're like, well, how do you do that? And, the AI usual answer.
And then it's like you plug your consciousness into the cloud and then,
exactly.
Play Pokemon Go forever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what is this? There's no way that this is just allowed to like continue like it is. Like the things it's doing. But
I don't know if you listen to the Better Offline coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show.
Absolutely not.
Okay. It was interesting, but I don't know. I think in the next couple of years, makes sense. Did you guys have a good week, at least?
Yeah, actually, it was pretty chill.
Started getting back into Kamen Rider recently.
Whoa.
How is that?
It's been going all right. Like, I watched through Kamen Rider Geats over the course of this week, and then I tried to watch 01. Like, the protagonist was a little bit too goofy for me. I wasn't really meshing with it after the first episode. And right now I watched the first episode of Zetsus, the currently airing one.
Nice. It is Free Rent Friday. Any thoughts on that?
I haven't watched it yet. I was in the office today.
Damn.
What's it called?
There's a manga / anime called Free Rent Beyond Journey's End, which follows a party or a particular elf mage who is kind of continuing her journey after they defeated the, whatever RPG boss, Demon King, whatever it is. And everyone else in her party is like dead or almost dead in some form or fashion. And she's just kind of like continuing along with like other people who kind of like, retracing the steps, as it were.
So it's like epilogue the show.
Yeah, but
that's cool.
It has its own coolness going on to it. It's like very, very chill.
Is it a sequel series or is it like okay?
No, it's not a sequel series.
Oh, okay.
The original journey is not. It's just
pieces.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That matters. Right?
Just finished watching the new episode of Freeman. Great Return. I don't know. I'm getting ready for the shows that are like, all right, coming 2026. Well, it's fucking 2026. Where's my shit?
Every time I start to have an opinion about anime, I remember I have to explain like every single different thing to Atlas, and then I'm like, damn, that's like a lot of work.
You can. You don't have to explain it to me. I can just be confused, and then you guys can go back. And
No. See, that's what I don't want.
No, you need to understand this conversation. Become a weeb.
Yeah.
What this coming from the guy who says anime sucks and is for nerds?
It does. Anime does suck, and it is for nerds. That's true.
And I am a
Become
nerd.
a weeb.
Become a weeb.
There's a classic image, Atlas, where it's like a guy stabbing another guy in the back, and it says fucking weeb on the guy being stabbed, and the guy stabbing is also a fucking weeb. See,
that makes sense.
Everyone's a fucking weeb.
Yeah.
Everyone's a fucking weeb.
Anime sucks.
Yes, it does.
That's why there's like one, maybe two shows worth watching each season.
Mm-hmm. And then 50 bajillion piles of slop.
Mm-hmm. Most important.
Which,
normally I'd be sad about that, but that kind of just seems to be movies, TV shows, like, the wheat sticks around, right? It's never not been this way. There are B movies and shitty one season TV shows as long as there's been movies and TV shows.
Yeah. No, it's also hard to deny that just like more shit is being made these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. More shit's being made, so that means there's more bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think, there's that, and then also like the chaff is AI slop, which is worse. At
Not
least
quite.
with,
Not quite there yet.
Yeah, thank God. Don't that's gonna be a horrific time. It'll be Korea first to start that, by the way.
Absolutely.
I'm putting in my bet. Opening
He's
the
calling it a
prediction.
shot.
No, I'm pretty sure there are already Korean companies being like, no, we have to do AI because like China has like 3,000 times the manpower that we do. We can't compete with the China.
Oh, you saw that Shift Up comment?
Yeah.
Shift Up, the company behind Nikkei and Stellar Blade, have basically said like AI will be necessary to compete with China going forward.
Woof.
And you're just like, all right, guy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Korea, I watched a Korean movie on Netflix called Lost in Starlight. It was pretty good. It's a romance, but it's like solar punk future type thing.
Weird.
She's wants to be an astronaut. He's a musician. I'm not going to spoil more, but it's beautiful animation. And give it a shot if that's your sort of thing.
Unfortunately, I watch shows targeted towards 14-year-olds all day, so
Damn.
I need anime asses made with human ingenuity.
Exactly.
Fitting. It's not the same.
I mean, have you seen AI porn? It's all like they all have the same like really off-putting plastic face and like way oversaturated colors. It's terrible.
I'm a little worried. This week I had 2 seniors who turned in stuff that I was pretty sure was AI.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, show me the edit history. They didn't have it.
Of course not.
I don't like using the AI checkers because most of the time it's not accurate,
Mhm.
where it tends to claim credit. where there
You just
is
need to
none.
find one M dash, and you can confirm.
No,
it.
there were no M dashes in either
Okay.
one. There were no, it's not just X, it's Y's in there. But it just didn't sound like them.
Mm.
And I know what they sound like, these two students.
Mhm.
And in both cases, it was just 0%. So either I'm going soft or like they're getting smarter.
Yeah.
We'll see. These are seniors too. So
That's rough.
I don't know.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you, as a fellow educator, have any other tricks or know of any other tricks for this sort of thing.
I do not have any good answers.
Yeah.
My day job is taxes.
He's talking to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I can't help you with this. My day job is taxes.
That's fair. With the 10th graders, I am like going almost 100% paper. That's my defense. But with the seniors, like, they need to use computers in college. They're almost going to be in college. I get it. And I'm trying to do stuff like research based and that sort of thing. This time because we're doing the Harlem Renaissance and then Othello are the last two quarters. So, like we're starting out with like poet like Langston Hughes, and then I did a little one-day lesson on Cab Calloway, and on we go.
This is a situation. This is a problem I don't have a good answer to, especially as they make it more efficient for cheating.
Yeah.
And like I'm a person who's never used AI for anything, like ever. And I'm just like, what the fuck do I do?
Okay. It's AT.
It's not good.
Yeah. It just kind of seems like how YouTube is with ad blockers.
Mm-hmm.
They do a new thing, ad blockers find a way to block it, then the YouTube does this, then the ad blocker updates back and forth forever.
It's insane because they probably put as much effort like getting around all of the AI checks instead of just than it would take to just fucking write the fucking thing. But whatever.
It's true. Yeah.
They feel like they're smart because they got away with something, but like they didn't actually learn anything in the anything useful in the process. I don't know.
I mean, I have done my fair share of cheating in high school or college. That was mostly on tests in classes I didn't care about.
Not
so
me.
I'm not gonna.
I just didn't.
I'm not gonna pretend I'm a saint. That's all.
I just didn't do it if I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was lazy the old-fashioned way, just getting zeros on everything.
Just because I didn't want to do anything.
Hi, what I miss? Not too much. Just talking about the weird. Now we've halved the nostalgia cycles and more students trying to use AI to cheat on stuff.
And anime sucks in this for nerd, and also Atlas should become a weeb.
We should just have a stockade at the front of schools, maybe, where if somebody uses AI, you just put them in the stockade and people can make fun of them.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep like a box of tomatoes at the school gate.
Yeah.
You need a lot of stockades if that's what it's
Everyone has to sign a contract when they come in. Yeah. Like if I get caught using AI, I'll be put in a stockade for 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Instead of detention, it's just public shaming.
You're gonna have to have multiple of them though.
Yeah, I think for a school of my size, it's not really feasible. My old school, though, tiny school, very, very possible.
It's insane too because like it's like a disconnect. Like how do I say this? It's a combination of them feeling like the work they're doing isn't important or valuable, and also that it would be it's a quote waste of time end quote, and they'd rather be doing whatever instead, and that they don't care about the thing being produced being theirs.
Yeah,
and it's I don't that, and this is like a way bigger problem than like cheating on one assignment, right? This is like a way bigger problem than that. It's not somebody randomly choosing to cheat on one assignment. It's actually bigger than that, and I don't know how to solve that.
I think there's like you hear about this a lot. You have to make sure there's intrinsic motivation, and I'm like, I can try my best on that, but there are some things that are just boring to some people. And
yeah, I mean, you can say those words, but like it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't give you any. It doesn't. It's not like instructive in it. It's not. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't. It's not some secret code to make it happen. You still have to like. It's going to be on an individual basis for each individual student of why, like them realizing why something's important. And it's
I remember
impossible.
Taking chemistry. Yeah,
which one?
I said I just remember taking chemistry, and like you could not pay me to care about chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, when I took chemistry, I also didn't like it, but I still did it. I didn't cheat on anything. I just did it all.
Yeah, you know, I just got like a 70 on my test and got a C minus, like every dumbass.
I got like a B plus, and I was like, okay, good enough for me.
Yeah,
I was like a freshman in high school when I took.
You took chemistry as a freshman? That's impressive.
Yes. I took biology in middle school. High school biology I took in middle school.
Gotcha. They like I'm glad they give you the table and everything, but I remember being more interested in the early parts of chemistry class. Where like this is the history of chemistry, and like these are the outdated things. I'm like that's more fun. I don't give a shit about the mathy part, but I got to do the mathy part.
Yeah. And
the irony of not liking language arts only to kind of focus on it more in college. Oh, in Zari's case, I cheated on projects. Look up the book summary. Give me all that. Why do they call it the climax? Because that's the money shot of the book.
I don't know. I think that this kind of thing also just like ruins all discussion of stuff online too. Like to this day, is because people know like generally the events of something, but they haven't actually read it, so they miss like all of
the nuance,
the author's intent. Yeah, like the minor themes, like, and they just miss so much.
Yeah,
and then they just talk about it like they know it, but they just know like the major plot line, which may or may not be like which is definitely going to be changed. How you perceive that changes based on everything else in the book. So,
high school English classes, boring and stupid. College English classes, I made sure to do well. I think because for a lot of high school English classes, they force you like the curriculum the school might be forcing, but also some teachers just do the same thing every time, or they don't try to connect it to what's interesting. Example, I'm teaching To Kill a Mockingbird to a bunch of sophomores right now. This takes place in the South in the 1930s. At least half the class has seen Sinners, which takes place in the South in the 1930s. So I like try to use that as like an inroad to like, this is going on around the same time. It helped them understand what script was, because there's the thing in the movie with like the people using the company script at the juke joint. And that's something, at least. Like I'm, you're hip to what the kids are doing or whatever. Like just at the very least having a tangential understanding of what's going on in the world at the time.
Can't believe that lady wrote one book and nothing else.
Right?
Hey, Hopper, you gonna write another book? Nope. Did you read the first one? Fucking nailed it.
Actually, she did, and they
she wrote a second one.
It was not good.
Yeah.
I think they posted it. They published it posthumously, right?
I see. I thought it was like a year before her death or something.
Oh, maybe could have been. But yeah, the Kill Mockingbird is definitely an interesting book and worth being on the average reading list. Growing up in the South, it definitely is you don't need as much how to say motivation for people to care.
I see. Yeah, maybe for California kids, it's a little more of a spectacle. Persepolis too. Yeah, I
That
remember
was
reading
definitely not. We
Persepolis in like
definitely did
8th
not read
grade.
that in high school.
I remember reading it in 8th grade and being like, "This counts as a book. This has pictures."
No, you
Gotta read what?
I mean, there's other like graphic novels or what have you that
Totally.
would fit well for a class like that.
Mm-hmm. Part of it is like I don't really have much of an option of ordering new books. It's just I have to pick something from what the school has and do it. So just sort of trying to work within those parameters. Like if I had the ability to bring the Snow Crash books with me, I'd be teaching Snow Crash to the seniors, but I don't. So gotta see if I can get them ordered in future years. I read it in high school. One of the few literatures I enjoyed. I assume they mean Persepolis from the high school curriculum, anyway. Yeah. Do we want to look at the new cards, PogChamp, or
Sure.
Sure. I don't have them pulled up right now because I've been drawing this entire time.
Awesome. Draw anything cool?
I mean, I do have like one thing I will post publicly, and then like this specific tablet is the one I use for not safe for work stuff.
I see.
Yes, I just have like
don't show that.
Yeah,
So this
obviously.
one is for smut. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the smut tablet. Yeah. But yeah, I don't have any of the new cards pulled out, but also like the actual cards revealed aren't that interesting, right? There's just like all the news that came out over the course of the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like pull anything out. So the first thing that happened on like Sunday was the quote unquote 15th anniversary stream, which really should have just been called the Bushiroad New Year's stream, because like they didn't show anything particularly interesting for Vanguard. They like announced, they showed like a special promo video for the 15th anniversary. Like that was pretty cool. And they announced new start decks for Kai and Aichi. So we're getting like new Blaster Blade, new Dragonic Overlord deck.
Oh yeah, I saw your shorts.
Yeah, I posted shorts about those. Those actually did pretty
Our
well.
shorts.
Yes, our shorts,
Eat
comrade.
my shorts.
It's a Bugs Bunny. Our shorts.
Yeah.
That really
Yeah.
kind of chaps my hide a little bit because it means like, is this it? Is our goose cooked?
Yeah. So they announced that, and then they announced like Yakuza collab, which was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah, like that one's just happening. And then they also announced an Inazuma 11 collab. I think specifically like the newest series of it. So
Okay,
and
what
then
about Japan Pro Wrestling and Weiss?
I didn't watch that far. I watched the Vanguard stuff, was disappointed, and then went back to watching Kamen Rider.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring up
Like a
Japan
good
Pro
weeb
Wrestling
does.
and Weiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like, you know, Vanguard, the quote unquote 15th anniversary Vanguard stream just got totally mocked by Weiss Schwartz getting announced. Like, they announced the Weiss Schwartz online client, didn't they?
Did they? Holy shit!
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
I can
So,
get
like,
white shorts in online.
yeah.
Crazy.
Can you imagine? Like, yeah, it's the Vanguard 15th anniversary. We're finally making an online client for Weiss.
That's great. That's wonderful. That's honestly. Did we expect anything else?
Nope. Not at all. So yeah, like they announced all the usual stuff they were going to announce, basically.
Okay.
Like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
like the only 15th anniversary stuff we got in that stream was the Aichi Kai start decks. Like that's the only thing you could kind of vaguely tie to the anniversary.
You gotta think having an online client for Weiss where you can sell like imagine like you know because you have all these IPs, right? So you have to first you have to gather up all those licenses, which is probably going to be a giant pain in the ass. But once you do, you can have little buddies that are like in Master Duel or something that are just those anime characters. And you can
apparently it's not an
$infinite
actual online client. It's more like Dear Days, just like a standalone game
Oh,
for
never
Weiss.
mind. It's shit. Move on. Let's move on. It's dog shit.
Yeah. Also, I guess we're getting a Power World TCG because the company behind Power World invested a bunch into Bushiroad. So that's
I
happening
do
now.
not care about that. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But Vanguard is just getting like got totally mogged on their quote unquote 15th anniversary stream by like a bunch of other announcements, and then like a couple days later on the usual Tuesday stream, they were like, "Oh, by the way, instead of the normal Tuesday stream on February 24th, we're gonna have a 15th anniversary stream." I'm like, I thought the one on Monday was the 15th anniversary, so we're just doing the 15th anniversary again. This is like Konami, where the 25th anniversary was like 3 years long.
Yeah, that pretty much tracks. Happy birthday to me, I guess. That's 5 days after my birthday.
Yeah, I'd forgotten Power World existed, and then they announced the game.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, like the 24th being like a 15th anniversary stream makes slightly more sense because that's closer to the actual release date of the game. The original TDs came out on February 26th in Japan, and it's just like, who is in charge of Bushiroad's marketing? Like, what possessed you to call the New Year's stream the 15th anniversary Vanguard stream, only to announce basically zero stuff for the 15th anniversary? And then, not even having an announcement at the end being like, tune in on the 24th for a special anniversary stream. Like, you announce it 2 days later on your weekly Tuesday stream.
One of two things happened. A, somebody went ahead and called it the anniversary stream before they were ready, and now they're like, shit, now we gotta like scramble and put it together. Or B, they thought that was good enough, and then everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's it. And they're like, fuck, and then they gotta scramble and put it together. Some kind of scrambling happened, but the reason why is
And here's the thing, right? Like, obviously, like this sort of, they're gonna announce like more products for the 15th anniversary as well as the roadmap for like the rest of the year. So I'm like, this is like too much stuff for them to just call it on the fly. Like, I think this was always the plan. Just like someone in their marketing department needs to be fired.
Probably. There's a lot of people who probably need to be fired. I'm of the camp that saving face for the sake of it, like saving face, is not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's better if you make some mistakes in service of a better game and a better culture than, oh my god, we have to cover things up and make sure. Like, I know that's kind of like counter to what it is to be Japanese. But if you have to use your ban list, it's not a big deal. Shit happens. For the record, I have searched high and low to figure out who the Vanguard producer is in Japanese, and I can't figure out who it is right now. Do I want to know why you're finding out? First, fire the game design team because, geez, they killed Brawler's gameplay. Huh? To which part?
Probably in regards to like not being able to figure out who the fuck is running the show right now for this game.
Yeah.
Because clearly something is going wrong. Like, I will say, in regards to the new reveals, like the Thursday stream reveals were new cards for Levi-Dross and Leonorn, and these cards are like nearly identical to the last wave of support they had revealed for Levi-Dross and Leonorn. Like, they released like a better Huli for Levi-Dross, the card that like calls things from the drop zone, and then I think the last wave of Leonorn support had like a maple that could like call itself from the drop zone, and then they were like, here's a grade 1 that's like 13k power and 10k shield base, that's a maple for Leonor. And it's like, did you just like print 2 identical cards like back to back?
Hell yeah.
When you make your ride lines like this overly like centralized, that you start to run out of ideas after a while, don't you?
Yeah, but also, it's just like, okay, like I know they've been copy pasting cards for the last little while, but they like really copy pasting cards this set.
Gosh, Akina's fights are so mid.
They are. Like, today's episode was so ass.
I know in English it's the global president for Bushiroad, but the person who was announced to be the JP producer was announced in 2021, and he has never shown up since then. That would be very funny if he's like, I lead from the shadows.
That is interesting. That is very interesting.
I send envoys to take the heat for me while I sit behind, a misnamed corner office somewhere in a random building.
Yeah. So the next big piece of news that they announced on the Tuesday stream is that Set 14 is going to change case ratios. So previously we had 20 boxes per case. Now we're only getting 12 boxes per case, but they're also going to drastically reduce the price of a case. So this is one of those announcements that sounds really scary on its face because it's like, oh, we're just getting like less product now. But the explanation they gave on stream apparently is that this was something targeted towards vendors. Bushiroad basically went around to stores and was like, how do we get you to invest in our game? And, the answer was just that it needs to be a safer investment with all the different options available. They just need Vanguard to be like easier. So they're like reducing case quantities and price to make it easier for stores to invest. And like, if the pricing for it is right, like theoretically, you should be able to get like the same amount of product for the same amount of money, but have like slightly more boxes now. Like, I think, because I think they had said that like it will because there are like less boxes in the case now, it'll feel like you're getting more like high rarity stuff, so like FFRs and the like, though it's kind of a superficial change. And I believe like the rest of the ratios will stay the same, box prices will stay the same. So it's like it should be something that's only changing on the back end for like end users. Like the experience of going to your store and buying a box should be the same. And like theoretically, if the idea is that like existing vendors can invest the same amount of money and get the same or slightly more products, like single prices might be better, and like other smaller stores would have an easier time like starting up a Vanguard locals if they want to try it. So
Okay.
Who knows? Like, this is supposed to be a good thing if we're being optimistic about it, but like this could easily go very badly too, and prices get way higher because supply is lower. Like, this is one of those like we just kind of have to see what happens.
Yeah. Do we trust Bushiroad? Because I certainly don't. Yeah. They have made a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate like a move of interviewing stores and asking them what they would like, what would help instead of just guessing. They're at least trying to like make inroads with some kind of community.
So like
I hope that's the case.
Yeah. So this is one of those like, well, hopefully this is a good thing. It's supposed to be, but it sounds scary when you just kind of say it out loud like that like cases are getting smaller.
Yes, on paper it sounds like shrinkflation, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like
but
it's the same price.
Well, no, boxes are the same price. The actual cases will get cheaper.
Yes, cases get cheaper. You still probably get like a play set of what you're looking for. Maybe it's just less. It probably discourages scalping in a way because it's like you buy a case to get what it is you need. And before people would like, I'm going to buy multiple cases and fucking sell everything off. And now it's like just a little less, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing I'll talk about is like the recent episode of the anime, because we did get our first preview of what like the Phantom units are going to be like with Blagmire Phantom, which was not something that they had shown off in the initial promotion. So you know, the thing I was concerned about was that the Phantom units were going to be a shallow recolor of like the existing cards. And like that's pretty much what we got. Like I think I should have seen it coming when they started introducing like new original characters for this season as like Phantom fighters and not just like existing characters becoming Phantoms. Because that was like, oh, okay, they're introducing like new original Phantom decks. Like that means this can't be anything interesting. So we kind of have an idea of what they do now. So it is going to be just a palette swap of the existing deck. Like Blankmeyer Phantom plays like Blankmeyer if you put him in Keter Sanctuary.
Hooray, Keter slop.
Yeah, so it's like instead of binding from the soul, he like binds from the drop zone, and then he can like call something out of bind when he attacks, and then like his phantom skill instead, like he still gets the crit, but instead of getting like the guard restrict and the delete, he now like heals himself. And so like it seems like the main unifying gimmick is going to be the like Crimson Moon order. So they have like a special grade 1 order that's like the Crimson Moon. The way it was used in the anime is the actual like order effect is just like a top 5 search, and then kind of similar to how the masks removed like the original copies, the Phantom units have a Phantom skill that like removes, or like Blankmeyer bound the Crimson Moon for his effect. Like other decks may interact with it differently, but generally they use the Crimson Moon order as ammo for their Phantom skills.
Okay, and is it once per game? Or,
No.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so like with Blankmeyers, it's like you remove you bind 2 copies of the Crimson Moon, and then he can call something from drop to rear guard. It seems like he can only call the back row because that's how it was used in the anime. Like if it could call the front row and make 5 attacks, I feel like they would have shown that. We'll see on Tuesday when they reveal the actual card. And then, it had a thing where it like scaled. So if you have 4 orders bound, that's when Blankmeyer got the like crit and the heal. Don't know if you'll be able to play more than 4 copies of the Crimson Moon, but
you can bind 2 moons or bind 4.
Yeah, it only showed him binding 2 at a time, so like we'll see on Tuesday when the actual like card comes out. But so it's like, okay, the actual cards themselves are a palette swap, and then they have this unifying gimmick of the Crimson Moon order that they use as fuel for their Phantom skills.
The Crimson Moon.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna pick on Blankmeyer being the Keter slop pile because like the Crimson Moon being just a generic order that gives you a top 5 search means like it is just ripe for use with the Keter pile since you have to play it anyways. And in the anime, they showed him like, okay, Crimson Moon, call Taithwald, call another unit.
Of course. And something seeks the fire regalis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like I'm a little disappointed that like these are just palette swaps. It's a little frustrating to like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just make a bunch of new original cards. Why like palette swap these new cards just to forget about them in 3 months when the season is over?
It kind of reminds me of like there was a post on I think Fan Guardians around Christmas time where somebody used an AI image generator to make everything Christmas themed. Like here's Blankmeyer, but he's got like candy canes and mistletoe hanging off of him, and it's like
the lyrical says Christmas themed. We have that shit already.
Yeah, but also like thanks for poisoning a bunch of water for that.
Those 80-year-olds in Arkansas don't need to breathe. It's fine.
I mean, there's a data center that's trying to go up in Vernon, which is like right near downtown LA.
Yeah. But yeah, so like as for the anime episode itself, I thought the conflict felt weak. Like I don't know, like the format of the series just doesn't lend itself very well to like nuanced explorations of its premise. And like it is just going to be a boss rush like it has been for the last few seasons, where it's like, okay, Akina fought against like Phantom Suo with Blankmeyer. Next episode, one of the other characters is going to fight a different Phantom guy, and rinse and repeat for 12 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, not like super in love with it.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Phantom characters actually have a reason to fight. But yeah, there's almost no nuance.
Yeah, because like they just don't have time for nuance.
Mint Fantome?
Don't have time for nuance. I remember watching MBT's video about Vrains as an anime. Which,
who knows? Maybe when Divines is over, I might do that for this series.
like what made it flood? It's still too early. Yeah,
Mm.
but he brought up that like a lot of these things are like boss rushes, where it's like, okay, everybody got to fight each other. Why?
Yeah.
Guys.
But if you watched the like previous couple of seasons of the early seasons of Divines, like that was what it was, right? Like it was a battle royale where like everyone would kind of face off against each other, and then like slowly Akino would work his way towards the end when he gets his wish. And like for the first season, that was fine. It was like pretty interesting. And then in the second season, they got everyone back together. It's like, okay, now it's like a 6v6 with the like destined one. And like the most interesting thing that happened was like Akino loses his fight, and then we got the two Hikaris fighting each other. And then we just like rushed to the end, and the like last 3 episodes sucked. And then the deluxe was terrible. It was like a real life filler arc for a year, and then now we're here where it's like, okay, we're just gonna repeat the format of season 2, where it's like a 6v6 where all the chosen like mythish fighters gotta fight all the phantom fighters.
Feels too black and white. Yeah. Too early, girl. We know how this will be written. D-era anime suffers with no breathing room. It's all getting to the point and no exploration of many sides. I feel like that's not just D-era anime. That's a lot of like storytelling. Ew, filler. No themes or character development. Only plot.
Yeah. Season 2 of the all right, look, the second half of the deluxe was definitely terrible. Like, I'll give the first half some credit. It kind of did some interesting things. And then the second half was just like...
Right.
I'm pretty sure everyone pretty universally agrees like the second half of the deluxe was terrible. It also resulted in some of the like fastest power creep we've gotten in the last few years. Like set 7 and 8 were not fun.
Oh yeah, those were pretty wacky sets for sure.
And like sets 10 and 11 were like, okay, I like set 11. I think set 11 is actually pretty cool. Set 10, it made we made Vice Ruger playable. That was nice, I guess.
And so my pet deck is playable. Therefore, it is good.
Yeah, it's like sets 10 and 11 were like fine. I think they just like couldn't. Like the thing is, like they kind of pushed decks towards being like more archetypal. I mean, as much as I hate the current form of the Youth Berk deck, I can't deny that the majority of cards you're playing are Youth Berk support. But yeah, like wasn't a huge fan of episode 2. It does seem like we are just going to repeat the format of like previous seasons of Divines, and like I wish the Phantoms were slightly more interesting. Like what we got was fine. I think they did a pretty decent job of translating Blankmeyer to Keter Sanctuary. And like the Phantom skills being like scaling abilities where you use like a special order as fuel for the effect is kind of an interesting gimmick. It's like if masks were cool.
Accurate. Very accurate.
So yeah, that's kind of where I am on that. We'll like come back to me on Tuesday when we see what Blankmeyer Phantom does like properly.
Let's see. Set 11 makes youth and Welstra threats. If there is a twist, when I doubt the twist won't be able to pace itself, then I doubt the Twist won't
Yeah.
be able to
Oh,
piece this
also,
whole
I guess
mystery.
one last thing I will say is
Yeah.
Divines hasn't had like a big dumb asshole yet, right? Like we haven't had anything on the level of like Glendios or like Gize or like the fucking tree.
Oh, just like win the game automatically.
Not even just win the game on them, just like a big dumb asshole that's like a really stupid, impractical boss unit that like only works in the anime. Like we haven't gotten one of those for Divines yet. Like, where's my big dumb asshole, guys? Like, the Crimson Moon better turn into like a mecha dragon by the end of this.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't really want a big dumb asshole. I've already had to play against our friend Trevor's fucking Angel Giza every time I hang out with him. Pass.
I mean, the big dumb asshole can be bad. Like, no one played fucking Demiurge.
I know, but they're never fun to play against. It's always like, oh, good, you're doing Glendios. Oh, good, you're doing multiple rescue checks a turn to stack up your Zeroth Dragons. Whatever the thing is, it's just like, oh, it's never fun.
Like, we already know that we're getting Dark Evil Gabuelius in set 14, and that's just going to be a Dark States deck. Like, I don't think he's going to be a big dumb asshole in the way that I want.
Big dumb asshole, the Nexus at Night version of Congo line of assholes, and it's worse somehow. So that's cool. I ate an entire crumble cookie because
you hate yourself.
My wife wanted them, and I was like, I got a brownie. She got a blueberry cheesecake. We cut it in half and swap the two. Anyway, I'm sugar crashing real hard. So if you want to support the show, patreon.com.
I can't interrupt you really quick. Like, this does remind me of a time where like I went to Shake Shack and I was like considering getting a milkshake. This was when like Dubai chocolate was the big fad. And then I like looked at it, I'm like, oh, this thing is like 1,200 calories for a milkshake. I'm just like, okay, we already have a history of diabetes in my family, so I'm just looking at this milkshake like, no, this will kill me. Like, this will actually like cause me to die. You know, like the burger is only, you know, I'm getting a burger that's got like peppers and bacon and shit on it, and that's only like 600 or that's only like 900 calories. Like the milkshake is somehow killing me more than the like bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, still kind of a lot, but
you know.
Not quite as bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Patreon.com/Nexus at Night for the show. At Nexus at Night, wherever fine social medias are found. At Atlas Novak in those same places, like TikTok and Instagram. Or check out my other show, Generation Dan, which is about generations every Sunday and new episodes every Friday. How about you guys?
You can find me in my bed.
Yeah,
Me too.
you look like
Yes,
you're
I'm on
starting
Blue
to
Sky
nod off.
technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, over there, I guess.
Yeah, you'll find me drawing smut, I guess. I don't know.
On the smut tablet.
I mean, I did draw some like non-smut. I'm just trying to figure out like where the hell I'm gonna post my shit now that like Twitter was already the Nazi website, but it's like the Nazi pedophile website where like Grok will just create child porn if you ask it to. So you know,
Just
I'm trying to
Blue Sky.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna have to figure that out.
It's not too bad. Trust me.
I believe in you.
So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt, I think.
I'm Root Beer.
And have a good night, everybody.